Hey, this is Donna Price. I am here to talk with you about content repurposing and what it is. So it really is about how to get the most out of your content. Content repurposing is altering a single piece of content to make it fresh by changing up the format. This is one of my favorite things because you can create content and then you can repurpose it. So the benefits of content repurposing is that you get to expand one idea into several pieces of content. Brainstorming topics can take a long time, but when you repurpose your content, you can get many pieces of content from that one idea. You can cut your content creation time. So when you take the same piece of content and use it in many, many ways, you don't have to keep recreating content. You're using what you already created. And if you are outsourcing content, it can save you money because now you're able to use one article in 10 or so different ways. You also get to serve multiple audiences because not everyone is going to read your blog post, but they might watch a video or they might prefer audio. So you don't want to miss out on any of the audiences that you could potentially reach because you don't have the content in the format that they're used to receiving content in. When you repurpose your content, you can cross-promote it. So whenever you post your content, you can link to the related content that you repurposed. So for instance, I have a blog post about content repurposing, and now I have a video about content repurposing. So I can cross-promote those to each other. So let's talk about how to repurpose. First, we're going to start off brainstorming an idea for the content. Then you're going to list the ways the idea can be applied across content types. So you're doing your research once. Don't you love that? Once. And you're creating your first piece of content. Then you're using that content as a baseline to repurpose. So let's talk about the types of content and the ways that we might repurpose it. So we have blog posts, and this list is by no means exhaustive or all-inclusive, but it's a jumping off point. So anytime you have a jumping off point, that means that you can come up with other ideas from this point. But you could take that blog post and you could create an ebook from that. You could also take a blog post and create a video. You could take your information and put it onto an infographic or a slideshow. You can tweet about it. You can use it as social media content. So I could use types of content right here, this slide, as my social media content. I could create a webinar, and instead of just creating this as a video, I could also kind of expand this and talk about it in a webinar. We could use it in a podcast or a press release. I could put it in my email newsletter, which actually we just did a week or so ago. I could create an e-course. So every day I could send you a little email message about how to use your content in a different way. So maybe I start off with how to create your content, and then my next post is going to be how to use it in a blog. And then the next day I'm going to send you an email on how to take your blog post and make it into a video, so on and so forth. You get the idea. So I encourage you, here we're going to cross-promote. See how that's working already? To use your content strategically, reach as many people as you can. You can visit my blog post about it over at compassroseconsulting.com/content-repurposing and see more ideas for using your content in multiple ways. If you'd like to talk about this more, feel free to reach out to me at meetwithdonna.com to schedule your consult. And I look forward to seeing your content repurposed all over the web. Have a great day.